Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jagannath Swami Jai Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Baladeva, Jai Swami Nayana Padagam Bhavattumehi Jagannatha Swami Nayana Padagami Nayana Padagami Bhavattumehi Jagannatha Swami Nayana Padagami Nayana Padagami Bhavattumehi Jagannatha Swami Nayana Padagami Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radharamana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda 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 Gopala 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 Govinda Govinda Govinda, Govinda, Gopala, 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 Govinda, 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 Govinda. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranita, 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 Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitya Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitya Gaura Hari Bo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tado jayamutiraye nashtaprayesha badreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatir uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtuki mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayade girim yakrpa tamagam bande shugurur dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandarmadhavam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Govesha Gopiga Kanda Takanda Namastude Taptakanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Namami Haripriye Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandana Cha Nandagopakumaraya Indaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Vishnuprasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminidhinamini Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Asadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Jai Shri Prabhupada ki, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki, Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. இன்னைக்கு no, I have to speak in English, right? Today I'm asked to talk about Vaishnava etiquette. Vaishnava etiquette is a very vast subject. Vaishnavas themselves are very vast, not physically, mentally. Their consciousness is so vast. So Vaishnava etiquette is a course actually. You got to do it over a period of 2-3 days time. But then to have a gist of it, Vaishnava etiquette is it's composed of two entities. One is the externals of Vaishnava etiquette. That means how you are supposed to interact with the Vaishnavas, what you should do, what you should not do, all those things. It's known as etiquette. Etiquette means what? What is the meaning of etiquette? Do's and don'ts, the formalities that we have to follow. But the underlying current of that etiquette, that is very important. Etiquettes can be done in two different ways. One is in a very artificial way. When you go to a 5-star hotel, you will see one man standing at the doorway, wearing a fancy hat and dress and all. Then he will give you a close-up smile. Hello, sir. Come and get inside. What can I do for you? He's so loving. But is that genuine love? It's not genuine love. It's artificial. Once, when I was traveling in Russia, it was the first time, and I don't know Russian language. And in Russia, they don't know English language. So I was getting inside the plane. It was a connection flight. So as soon as I was entering the flight, the air hostess was full of smile. Please come, sir. Please get inside. And then she accompanied me till my seat. I said, I know my seat. It's a seat number is there. No, I'll come. And she came till my seat. Then I sat down. Then she took my hand luggage. She very safely put inside there. And then she asked, can I do anything for you? I said, fine. Then she went. After the flight took off, during that time also she came. Would you like anything to drink? Some hot milk, juice? I said, amazing. She's so loving. And then the flight landed. And then it's a huge airport. I think it was in Moscow. I don't remember. I have a connection flight to Volgograd. It's another city. So I did not know where to go, which is the terminal that I have to go. It's very huge airport. So I wanted to ask someone. I asked someone, but I'm asking in English. That person is replying in Russian. So I don't know what he's saying. He also doesn't know what I am saying. So I went from here, there. I asked so many people. It's getting late. I don't know which terminal to go. And then finally, I saw this same air hostess walking with her bag. And I thought, this lady is there for me. I will ask her. I immediately ran to her and said, excuse me, ma'am, I have to catch a connection flight. Can you tell me where is my terminal? Is it what? What? Connection flight? I don't know. And she walked up. Some 10 minutes back, she was so loving. She was coming to me, we want some hot milk or cold milk, everything she was asking. And now she is not even ready to help me to find my terminal. So why do you think she behaved this way? Why? Huh? Her shift is over. Her shift is done. So how was she so loving inside the flight? It's a job. It was not real love. It was artificial external etiquette love. There are two kinds of love: genuine love and etiquette love. So Vaishnava etiquette can also be practiced in that way, in a very artificial way. I'm supposed to bow down to him, I'll bow down to him. I'm supposed to say Hare Krishna to him, I'll say Hare Krishna. But inside your heart, you don't have any genuine love or respect for that Vaishnava. That may not help you in the long run. It may be good, it may help you in the short run. But in the long run, you need to inculcate some basic values that will help you to come out with a genuine Vaishnava. So we have to learn those values. That is very, very important. And Vaishnavas have so many wonderful qualities. And one of the most important quality of a Vaishnava is Karuna, Karunyam, Daya, isn't it? That is why for Darshanarthi we always sing Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Daya Karo More, please give us some mercy. Audaryam, Daya, Karuna, Karunyam. It's a highlight of the Vaishnava. But we need to know how to get that Daya. We need to know how to channelize that Daya to us. That Daya comes through practicing genuine Vaishnava. That is, during Mahabharata war, one day Duryodhana started scolding Bhishma Pitamaha. The war has started, it's a couple of days since the war started. But Pandavas are going very strong. Many of the soldiers on the side of the Kauravas are dying fast. Actually, the war started with a 7:11 ratio. You know what is that ratio? 7:11. Akshauhinis. On the side of the Pandavas, there were 7 Akshauhinis. And on the side of Kauravas, there were 11 Akshauhinis. So any dumb man will say Kauravas are going to win. Isn't it? But then as the war progressed, the Kauravas are experiencing heavy damage on their side, despite the presence of Bhishmacharya as the Senadipati, commander-in-chief. Isn't it? So Duryodhana became very angry. He one day walked inside the tent of Bhishmacharya and said, "What are you doing? Are we fighting or sleeping in the war field? We are losing people, and Pandavas are going very strong. You have food from Kauravas camp and you are fighting for Pandavas. Huh? What is this? This is not fair." Like that, he started scolding left and right. Whom? Bhishmacharya. Bhishmacharya became very angry. He said, "You are questioning my sincerity. I'm very sincerely fighting. Okay, I'll do one thing. See these 5 arrows. They are all special arrows. And I have reserved them for killing the 5 Pandavas. Tomorrow, they will not leave. Tomorrow is going to be their last day. These 5 arrows will do the job." It's very serious, Bhishmacharya. And then Duryodhana was happy. He went, okay, tomorrow Pandavas will die. Bhishmacharya has given the word. So then he went back to the tent. They live in tents in the Kurukshetra war field. After going back to the tent, he was thinking, what if Bhishma Pitamaha loses those arrows? He said, these arrows are reserved for killing the 5 Pandavas. What if something happens to those arrows? Then he will not be able to kill the Pandavas. So it is better that I keep the arrows in my safe custody. Bhishma Pitamaha is an old man. No? So he may not be so alert. Someone may take away the arrows. They have to make sure that the arrows are safe. So what he did, he went back to Bhishmacharya's stand and he said, Pitamaha, please give those arrows to me. I'll keep with me in my tent, in my locker. I have a locker, SBI. So Bhishmacharya said, no need. I'll keep here. What is the problem? But then Duryodhana said, no, 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 no. You give it to me. I'll keep it. So he forcefully took those 5 special arrows and carried it to his tent. And now, tomorrow, next day, Pandavas are going to be killed with these 5 arrows. Will Krishna allow that? Oh. When Krishna is there, nothing is going to happen to the devotees. For sure. You may have 5 arrows or 25 arrows. In front of Krishna, nothing will work. He is Bhakta Rakshaka, Bhakta Valsala. How can he allow that? So Krishna became alert. Till now, Duryodhana was alert. Now Krishna became alert. He immediately called Arjuna. They said, Arjuna, what are you doing? I'm eating peanuts, Krishna. I said, okay, you are eating peanuts. Tomorrow you are going to die. You are coolly sitting here and eating peanuts. Come here. The night where I can come, what I can do? You don't understand the seriousness. We have to go somewhere. I said, now it's night. Tomorrow morning you will go. Tomorrow morning you will not even leave. Today is your last day. Come with me. If you don't act today, that's it. And Lord Krishna took him. You know where he took him to? Huh? He took him to Duryodhana's tent. And Arjuna was surprised. Why are you taking me to Duryodhana's tent? Krishna said, you remember long back when you were in the forest in your Vanavasa time, something happened. That is, the Pandavas were in exile in the forest because they failed in that game of dice. So what was the agreement? They are supposed to be in the forest for 12 years. 12 years Vanavasa and 1 year Ajnatavasa. So Duryodhana was very happy. Now Pandavas are finally in the forest. Daily kusukadi, mosquito bite. No proper food to eat. He is very happy. So he wanted to see that with his own eyes. Mosquitoes biting Pandavas, nothing to eat. He wanted to see that and enjoy. Paradukka, Sukhi. Sukhiya, Sukhiya. Sukhi. And then he came with his entire entourage. He wanted to show that not only to his close family members, to all of his fellow team members. He came with his wife, children, soldiers. And he wanted to show them, see how Pandavas are suffering. And he came. And in the forest, he entered an area which was reserved for Gandharvas. And the Gandharvas did not like that. So there was a fight between Duryodhana and the Gandharvas. And finally, the Gandharvas captured Duryodhana and they tied him up. Duryodhana is so much ashamed. See, for men, there is a psychology. If they are humiliated when they are alone, they will tolerate. But if they are humiliated in front of their wife, they cannot tolerate. Isn't it? It's very difficult to tolerate. So he was so much humiliated because their wives are all sitting and watching. Okay, what next? You are tied. And the news went to Dharmaputra. He was camping nearby in the forest. And then everybody started celebrating. Very good. Bhimasena was very happy. He was jumping up and down as if in a kirtan. Arjuna, everyone was happy. But Dharmaputra was very sad. Sorrows. Dharmaputra said, why are you celebrating? Is today your birthday or what? No, it's not my birthday. Duryodhana is captured. We are celebrating. And Dharmaputra said, no, should not do that. He is in danger. These Gandharvas may kill him. You have to go and rescue him. Bhima said, what? You have to go and rescue Duryodhana? You know why he came to this forest in the first place? He wanted to see us suffering. He will not go. Let him die. Let him get humiliated. Then only you learn a lesson. But Dharmaputra said, this is not fair. This is not dharma. When our relatives are in danger, it is our duty to help them. They may harm us. They may act inimical towards us. But as Vaishnavas, we should not keep that enmity during the time of an emergency. We should do our dharma. Is that correct or wrong? Correct. So this is one important value system that we have to inculcate as Vaishnavas. Sometimes people who humiliated us, people who did wrong to us, they may get into trouble. And if it is possible for us, we should help. That time is not the time to show our enmity or ill feelings. So Dharmaputra said, Arjuna, Bhima, go. Go and rescue him. This is my order. So Arjuna went. Arjuna went and fought with Gandharvas and he defeated them and he released Duryodhana. Now Duryodhana is more ashamed. Why? Because Arjuna came and helped him. If someone else has helped him, he wouldn't have been ashamed. Now Arjuna came. So much ashamed. See, if you want to take revenge on people who did something wrong to you, the best form of revenge is to help them in their time of danger. That is the best form of revenge. Isn't it? So Duryodhana is so much ashamed. His head is like this. He cannot face Arjuna. And then Arjuna said, hello Duryodhana, how are you? Duryodhana doesn't know what to speak. Duryodhana immediately said, I'm so thankful to you, Arjuna. Ask me any boon, I will give it to you. Arjuna said, first make sure that you go back home safely. Then we'll think about giving boons. Duryodhana said, no, no, no. You saved my life. Ask me any boon, I'll give it to you. And Arjuna said, I don't want any boon. And Duryodhana said, never mind. Even in the future, if you want any boon, please come. I will give it to you. Arjuna said, okay, we'll see. You first go home safely. So that episode is over. Arjuna already forgot about it. But who never forgets anything? Krishna. He immediately wrote down in his diary. One boon is pending from Duryodhana's side. And Krishna said, Arjuna, do you remember? Duryodhana is supposed to give you a boon. Why don't you ask that now? Arjuna said, in the middle of the night. What boon I have to ask now? You go to Duryodhana and ask for 5 arrows. Then Arjuna said, Krishna, don't joke. I have got a cure which is gifted to me by Agni Deva. and it comes out with unlimited number of arrows. Why I should, it is Akshaya. Why I should beg for 5 arrows from Duryodhana in the middle of the night? Do as I say, Arjuna. This is a problem with devotees. They never listen to the Lord. In the Bhagavatam class, they will say, I have full faith in you, Krishna. But when Krishna gives an instruction, they will not listen. Then they will use their intelligence, analyze, logic, this, that. Will it work out, Krishna? So Arjuna is saying, why? Don't ask all these questions, Arjuna. You go and get those arrows. And then he went inside Duryodhana's tent. Duryodhana is scared. In the middle of the night, Arjuna is coming. Prayar, what happened? Arjuna said, nothing. You remember, you said you will give a boon no long back. Duryodhana said, yes. So what? Yeah, I want that boon. Duryodhana is scared. My God, what this guy is going to ask? Arjuna said, I want 5 arrows. Then Duryodhana said, 5 arrows only, that I can give you 50 arrows. No. I want those 5 arrows which you got from Bhishma Pitama. Duryodhana's heart was broken. See, what did Bhishmacharya say? You keep the arrows here. Nothing to worry. Tomorrow I will use this to kill the Pandavas. What did this guy say? I will keep it in SBI locker. So now the arrows are given to, and then Krishna said, very good. And Krishna took Arjuna back to his. So see Krishna, how much he is worried, how much he is concerned about the devotees. So much genuine love for the devotees. This kind of love we will get only from Krishna. That is a boon. That is a blessing of Krishna consciousness. There is abundant love available with Krishna. We only have to enjoy that. Krishna is ready to love us. Give us plenty of love. But we have to tune into that love. So, why I told you this story? Why? Not only Krishna will take care. See, when you practice Vaishnava etiquette, you have to practice that with a genuine love. It should not be like artificial love. It should be genuine. Krishna had genuine love for his devotees. And we should also have genuine love for Krishna as well as the Vaishnava. Then only the Vaishnava etiquette will be attractive. Because the Acharyas say Vaishnava etiquette is like an ornament of a Vaishnava. There is a real ornament. And if you don't have this sense of genuine love, then what will happen is, it may even affect our spiritual life. It may hinder our progress in spiritual life. That is, once Rupa Goswami, he was meditating. You know who is Rupa Goswami? Out of the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami. So he was meditating. And in meditation, what he will do is, he will go to Krishna Loka. Originally, Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari. In Krishna Loka, he is Rupa Manjari. Manjari means what? Who are the Manjaris? Assistants of Radharani. Not Sakis. They are Manjaris. Sakis are different. So Manjaris assist Radharani and the Sakis, the main Sakis, when she is serving the Lord. So Rupa Goswami is actually Rupa Manjari in the spiritual world. So when Rupa Goswami sits for meditation, he will go to Goloka and he will assume his form as Rupa Manjari and he will serve Radharani and the Sakis in meditation. So every day he will go. So one day he will help in making garland, another day he will help in cleaning Krishna's room, another day he will help in grinding sandalwood paste for the Lord. Some days he will cook, help in the cooking. Like that, every day he will go there and enjoy. Some days there is not much of a service. Radha and he went to Goloka. And there, that day, there was not much of a seva. Radha and Krishna were into playing some games. So, Radharani was playing with Krishna. During the course of the play, Krishna failed. Krishna lost the game. Then this Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami is there in the form of Rupa Manjari. So he immediately clapped his hand. Ah, Krishna lost. Because he is on the side of Radharani. So he burst out laughing. Krishna lost. Radharani won. Radharani won, like that. Suddenly, his connection with the Goloka Vrindavan got disconnected. As soon as he laughed, he lost his connection with that pastime. He immediately came back to this world, as if someone pushed him out of Goloka. And he was surprised. It never happens like that. So he thought something happened. Why? Then he again started meditating. And he wanted to reconnect to Goloka. He wanted to enjoy that pastime. It's a wonderful pastime happening there. He didn't want to miss it. But then, how much ever he tried, he was not able to reconnect. He was not able to go to Goloka. So he was very sad. He was surprised. What happened suddenly? Why he got lost connection with the Goloka? And then anyway, he got up. He did his other seva. He started doing his chanting. It's okay. Next day, again, after doing all his chanting and all, he again sat for meditation. And he wanted to go to Goloka and do his seva as Rupa Manjari. But today also, he's not at all able to go there. How much ever he focused, chanted, he's not going there. So he felt very sad. He thought something has happened. So I should find out what is the problem. Why I'm not able to go there and do seva. So he approached his elder brother. Who is his elder brother? He said, I'm not able to go there. Why is it so? What happened to me? Please guide me. And Sanatan Goswami said, you must have done some Vaishnava aparadha. That's why you are not able to go there and perform your seva. And Rupa Goswami said, no, I did not do any aparadha. I am all alone here. No one even comes here in this place. So how will I do Vaishnava aparadha? Nobody came here. I did not interact with anyone for the past 2-3 days. I was all alone doing my sadhana, seva. So where is that is the only that is why you should use your connection. You analyze what happened on that particular day, then you will know. Then Rupa Goswami said, and he started recollecting what happened on that day. So what actually happened? He went to Goloka Vrindavan. There Radha and Krishna were playing a game. And in the game, Krishna lost and Rupa Goswami loudly laughed. This is what happened, isn't it? So Rupa Goswami thinks, this is what happened. So where is the aparadh? What aparadh I did? Do you know what aparadh he did? He laughed. So he did aparadh to whom? He always does this because he is always on the side of Radharani. This is not the first time he is laughing at Krishna. Why is it so special today? What aparadh he did? Correct. What happened, He analyzed what happened on that day. When he laughed, he lost connection, no? So he immediately opened his eyes and he saw that one lame Vaishnava was passing by in front of him. He doesn't know him. He just passed by. And then he understood. So, what is the connection between this Aparad and this lame man? He couldn't understand. So, he went back to Sanatana Goswami and said, see, now I remember one lame Vaishnava was passing by. So, Sanatana Goswami asked, did you offend him? I said, no, I did not offend him. I don't even know him. Something must have happened. Why don't you go to that Vaishnava and ask what exactly happened? So Rupa Goswami went to that lame Vaishnava and he asked, sir, I'm very sorry. Did I commit any offense? And he said, no, you are such an exalted personality. What offense he can do? No. Something must have happened. Please tell me, did I hurt you in any way? Then he said, frankly speaking, I got hurt. Rupa Goswami asked, what did I do? Why you got hurt? Because you laughed at me. You made fun of my lameness. So I felt bad. You are a Goswami. We worship you. We respect you so much. Then other people make fun of me. I don't feel bad. But when you made fun of me and laughed at my deformity, I felt bad. I'm sorry. Then he understood. Rupa Goswami understood. This is the Vaishnava Aparadhi. So think about this. Did Rupa Goswami laugh at this Vaishnava? No. Was it intentional? No. But even then, that affected his meditation on Goloka. So this is the gravity of Vaishnava. Even though you do it unintentionally, it can still affect your devotional progress. So what about intentionally throwing a stone at this Prabhu? What will happen? It's very grave. No? So that is why yesterday we were discussing in the car. Prabhu was asking, Prabhu, you were saying that in the outside world, if you do something wrong, it is only a sin. But in the Vaishnava community, it becomes an offense. Do you remember? Yesterday we were saying. So we have to be very careful within the Vaishnava community. You do something wrong, it becomes an offense. In the outside world, it becomes only a sin. Sin can be easily mitigated. So, in order to avoid all these kinds of offenses, we need to have a genuine love, affection, and respect for the Vaishnavas. It should not be simply something external. In the beginning, you start like that, but gradually, you should develop this kind of genuine love and affection for the Vaishnavas. That's why once when the Sanat Kumaras, they went to Vaikunta to visit Lord Vishnu. And when they went to the gate, what happened? Jaya Vijaya stopped them. And then Sanat Kumaras, they became angry and they cursed Jaya Vijaya. Now the question is, whatever Jaya Vijayas did, is that correct or wrong? What did they do? They stopped Sanat Kumara Rishis and said, please stop. The Lord is taking rest. Now we cannot go. Please wait. That is what Jai Vijaya said. Is there anything wrong in what they did? Is there anything wrong? No. They are doing the seva of gatekeepers. What is the duty of a gatekeeper? You go. This is the duty of a gatekeeper. A gatekeeper should check whether that person who is going inside, is okay to go inside. Is it the right time to go inside? That is his duty. And that's what exactly Jai Vijayas did. But then for doing their duties sincerely, what result did they get? Shapa. So is that fair enough? No. So why were they cursed, even though they did their duty correctly? There must be a reason. Nothing happens without a reason. Why they got cursed? Huh? Okay, it is Krishna's divine plan that they should be born on earth for some purpose. So Krishna made them do that. Okay. Any other reason? Personally, Jay Vijayas must have felt bad, no? Because we did our duty, but then we got a curse. So they must have felt bad. They were near God every time. They were proud. They were proud because they are gatekeepers. They are guarding the Lord. Okay. There is one important reason why they got cursed. Exactly. You know what happened? Before that curse happened, before Sanat Kumara's time, one day Lakshmi Devi wanted to go inside and meet the Lord. Her husband, Jai Vijaya, stopped. And they said, the Lord is taking rest, now you cannot go inside. To the Lord's wife. She wanted to go and do Pada Seva. But Jai Vijaya stopped her own because the Lord was taking rest. They said, don't go and disturb me. You come back later to Lakshmi Devi. And Lakshmi Devi went back. But then she felt bad. She thought, I came here to serve my husband. Why these fellows are stopping me? This is not fair. But then Lakshmi Devi was very sattvic. She did not say anything. She did not give a curse. She said, okay, Prabhuji, I'll come back. So that offense materialized as a curse. So see how subtle it is. Lakshmi Devi got hurt internally. She did not express it. But then that was registered. So all these things get registered in Krishna's diary. He writes. So we have to be very careful when we deal with the Vaishnavas. Even internally, we should make sure that they don't get hurt. Externally, they may not even express it. That is why, whenever we get an opportunity to bow down to the Vaishnava community, immediately make use of the Panchadhyaya. So it is always better to always pay pranams to the Vaishnavas whenever you get an opportunity. That is why we always pray to the Lord. Please forgive me of all my sins. Samasta aparadam kshamaswama. And we also say all the aparadas which I did knowingly and unknowingly. Sometimes you also do aparadas unknowingly. So then you may feel, why Krishna is so strict about all those things? Even unknowingly when we commit offenses, why Krishna is taking that into consideration? It's little too hard for me, isn't it? Knowingly it's fine, fair. But unknowing offenses, why it is also taken into consideration? Why? Why it's like that? It's a good example. Even if you touch fire unknowingly, you will get burned. You cannot ask fire, hey, I unknowingly touched you, why you got burned? Nothing doing. Even unknowingly, it will get burned. Suppose you killed someone unknowingly, will the court leave you with a gift? Very good, go back home, enjoy. You cannot say that. Unknowingly I killed him. It was not my intention, but he died. The court will still punish you. Maybe the punishment is little less. So the same rule applies everywhere. Knowingly or unknowingly, you have to be very careful. And also, this will help us to become very humble in front of Vaishnava. Be humble. Humble. I am now one great. Because of these Vaishnavas only, I am doing something. That kind of feeling. And this is what we do inside the devotee community. Is the time over? Is the time for me to stop? Huh? 9:30. So, in the devotee community, we are practicing all this genuine love, affection, and all. But as Prabhu was asking me in the car, how do we practice this? So we are discussing. We cannot think that I will practice all these nice things inside the devotee community, and outside in the material world, I will show my Vishwarupa. That will not work out. It doesn't work out that way. Because out of the 7 days in a week, 6 days you are interacting with the outside world. Only 1 day you are interacting with the Vaishnava community. So whatever you practice for 6 days will automatically come to you on the 7th day. You cannot say that with Vaishnavas I will be very nice. With all those people I will show all my inner characters. No. So you need to practice that even in the outside. You need to show mercy. You need to show love, affection. And very specifically, you need to practice this with your family members. Many a times I have noticed that devotees, Vaishnavas, they follow all the Vaishnava etiquette with the temple devotees. When they come to the temple, they are the best Vaishnavas. But when they go inside their family with their wife, the way they deal is totally different. The wife is an initiated lady, but this Prabhu never gives any consideration like that. She is my wife for the past 25 years. But she is initiated. It's okay, but she is my wife now. Even if it is your wife, the moment she gets initiated, she is also a Vaishnavi. The same applies for Mataji's also. Are my Prabhu. No. I know. He is a Vaishnava. That is all okay. My Prabhu. You should give the same respect. Just like you respect any other Vaishnava in the temple or Vaishnavi in the temple, show that same respect within the family also. Many a times I notice that the family is a big mess. But when they come to the temple and say Vaishnava care, love, affection, with the wife daily fight. What is the use of that Vaishnava care? That is very artificial. Practice, that's what they say now. Charity begins at home. All good things begin from the home. Practice it at home. Humbleness varum. Mataji is giving a suggestion. Maybe the Matajis won't like it. But since Mataji has told that, I will share it with you. Mataji is saying, every day the wife should pay humble pranams to the husband so that she will become humble. You don't want that humility though. Automatically it will come. It's little difficult to practice, but if you practice, it is good. In olden days, I have seen, not live, I have seen in the black and white movies, I have seen. The husband will be sleeping in the bed. Wife will get up early before the husband, take bath, put kolam, everything. And then she will come to her Padidev's room and she will remove the blanket which is covering his feet. And she will touch that feet and put it on his eyes. And then she will go to the kitchen. I have seen that only in movies, and that too black and white movies. Nowadays, Padidev is saying, Prabhu, don't tell all this to my wife. Why? Because she will pull me out. I don't know why she is catching my feet, whether to pay pranams or pull me out. The better let her be like this. Until she's giving me 3 times food now. Sukha roti I'm getting, don't spoil that also. So, this should be practiced with our family members also. That is also important. They are also Vaishnavas. They are also Vaishnavas. And when we practice this, we will be able to do that in the outside world. God has shown that so many different types. That mercy. He gives a lot of mercy. And that has transformed a lot of people. Non-devotees, they became devotees. That is, once Shrutakirti Prabhu, he was a personal assistant of Srila Prabhupada. He was serving one instance that he experienced with Srila Prabhupada. That is, once he was traveling with Prabhupada, I think from Mexico City to Caracas, someplace. So it was a very short flight. And he had some puffed rice for Srila Prabhupada in case Prabhupada wants to eat something in the flight. So Prabhupada, the flight started. Prabhupada was there sitting, and Shrutakirti Prabhu asked Prabhupada, can I give you something to eat? Prabhupada said, okay, what do you have? He said, I have some puffed rice. Okay. So he took the puffed rice and he placed it in front of Prabhupada in a plate. And Prabhupada is eating that puffed rice. And it is not easy to eat puffed rice. Puffed rice puri, no? What do you call puffed rice? Poha. Poha is what? Avala. Avalaki. Avalaki, yeah. So it's some kind of fried avalaki with the groundnut, peanuts, all those things, cashew nuts, raisins. So it is not easy to eat it. It is not like a ball or something, no. So it is all loose. But Prabhupada is such an expert in eating poha. He will take it like this, then he will like that he will eat. Even one poha will not fall down. So Prabhupada was eating majestically like this. So the flight is moving. Air hostess are going here and there. Prabhupada is not at all worried. People are all looking at Prabhupada. Prabhupada, like that. He's doing this. Prabhupada is always transcendental. He is not at all worried what people will think about him. He is always a Vaishnava. Once what happened in the airport, Prabhupada was in the launch and Prabhupada said, I want to take a bath. And the assistant said, Prabhupada, we are in the airport. You cannot take bath here. That too in a Western country. Prabhupada said, no, I want to take bath now. I want to chant my Gayatri after bath. Assistant said, please, no way. You cannot take bath in an airport and all. Prabhupada said, I want to take bath. You arrange. Why are you then with me as my assistant? What is the use you coming with me? And this assistant ran here and there. Where he will arrange for a bathroom in the airport? See, once when I was in the airport, we went to the toilet and we wash our feet. But in most of the airports, there is no provision to wash the feet. There is no provision. But I thought Prabhupada was so strict. No, I should also be strict. And I took that sprinkler, what do you call that? Huh? Hand shower. I took that hand shower. Hand shower was there. And I profusely washed my feet, hand, everything. Finally, someone was shouting outside the bathroom. Hey, who is that? I said, what? I am in my bathroom. Why this guy is shouting? I opened, there was a flood. Water was flowing all over, like Palari. I said, what were you doing, sir? Sir, I was going to the toilet. This is the way you do toilet in your home. Water is flowing all over. He said, you should not do like this. And then he came and he wiped. He put a board. The floor is wet and nobody should come. Bathroom door was closed. It's a big emergency because of my washing feet. So things are quite different in the airport. We cannot follow all these rules. But Prabhupada wants to take a part. So somehow he went, he talked with some assistant, and finally Prabhupada took a bath in the airport. And then the servant went here and there, he mopped the floor, but Prabhupada took a bath and he coolly sat down. He said, okay, my bath is over. Where should I sit for Gayatri? Prabhupada here. He sat and did his Gayatri. So Prabhupada is a very transcendental person. He knows whatever he is doing is correct. He is a Vaishnava. These people may not understand. Sometimes we are even hesitant to chant in front of others. What they will think, I'll chant later. We'll put our chanting bag inside our bag, isn't it? We are ashamed to put a tilak. What they will think. With the kerchief lightly we'll rub. We are worried so much about the non-devotees. Actually, what we are doing is correct. What they are doing is wrong, isn't it? They coolly sit in front of us and they eat chicken biryani. We are perfectly fine with that. But we feel awkward when we chant. They don't feel awkward sitting and eating chicken biryani, isn't it? So why we should forgo our practices? It is not required. So anyway, Prabhupada was eating this poha, and then Prabhupada all finished. He said, okay, enough for me. Suddenly, one hand came from nowhere, one human hand, and it went inside the plate and it took one fistful of poha and it started eating. You know whose hand it was? The hand of the air hostess. The air hostess suddenly from nowhere came there and grabbed one fistful of poha from Prabhupada's plate and started eating like that. She was so much, amazed by the way she was eating. And he said, yeah, it's good. What do you call this? So looking at her. And this Srutakirti Prabhu was looking at it. How dare, she is taking from Prabhupada's plate and eating. And Srutakirti Prabhu doesn't know what to do, whether to scold her or, Prabhupada said, it's okay. You want more? Prabhupada asked, yeah, it's tasty. Take more. And Srutakirti Prabhu is more worried now because he is supposed to eat that. That is his snack. And Prabhupada is so magnanimously donating that to the air hostess. And Srutakirti Prabhu is like this, looking at the air hostess. Where this lady appeared. And that lady took the whole thing and she started eating that. Nothing for Srutakirti. And then after some time, the lady came back to Prabhupada and said, sir, it was so tasty. Now I realized maybe I ate your share. Prabhupada said, no problem. Actually, she ate Srutakirti Prabhu's share. Prabhupada is saying, no problem. Prabhupada has eaten enough. He is saying, no problem. But still, she said, but still, Swamiji, would you like to have something else? Then Prabhupada said, I am perfectly fine. I am hungry. And then Prabhupada said, you are hungry? Little Prabhupada. Okay. So what do you have? Prabhupada asked. There's fresh fruits in the first class cabin. Would you like to have some fresh fruits? Prabhupada said, okay, bring. And she brought fresh fruits. Because in the first class, they give everything. They are in the economy class. So she bought a lot of seasonal fruits, cut fruits, this, that. And a big plate of fresh fruits was placed in front. See, when you do Annadan, what will happen? You will get more, you will get more. No? So immediately they got more fresh fruits. And then after some time, the same air hostess came back. He said, would you like to have something more? She is not satisfied. She wants to serve Prabhupada more and more. And Prabhupada said, you have some hot milk? Said, yes. Okay, bring some. And then she again ran inside. From the first class cabin, she brought hot milk. And then they all enjoyed hot milk, fruits, poha, everything. There was a feast there. And that's all. The flight landed and that's it. And then after many years, you want to hear the rest of the story or it's late? Yes. After many years, this Shrutakirti Prabhu, Prabhupada already passed away many years afterward. He was sharing this pastime in a temple in Mexico. And he told this is what happened. This air hostess suddenly came and she started eating Prabhupada's Mahaprasada. And then after the class, Kirti Prabhu asked, any comments? Anybody wants to share something more? Then one boy raised his hand from the audience. He said, if you don't mind, can I share something? Some experience I have. Shuddhakirti Prabhu said, okay, share it. Then he said, sometime back, we went for book distribution. And normally we go around in the city. But that day we thought, anyway, we are doing book distribution in the city for so many days. Let us go to some remote interior place. So they took a van, they kept some books inside the van, and they drove many, many kilometers away from the city to a remote village. And then they started knocking at each one's door, and they'll say, when someone opens, we have some Bhagavad Gita, some transcendental literature for you. Would you like to buy it? And some people will buy, some people will not buy. But in foreign countries and all, they don't invite a sadhu into their house. Not only sadhus, nobody. They don't have that kind of etiquette. Whatever is there, that will all happen outside the door. Business is over, they are sent out. They don't usually invite them inside. So they were knocking in different doors, and this particular boy, he went to one door and he knocked, and one lady came from inside, and she immediately said, "Please come inside. Please come." So he was surprised. No one invites like that, and he went inside, and then he was all the more surprised. There is an altar inside the house, and there is Gaurnitai deity. There is Prabhupada picture, Guru Parambara, Panchatattva, everything is there. It's a mini temple inside that house. He's surprised. He said, "How come you are a devotee?" "I am a devotee for many years." Then he asked, "How you became a devotee?" She said, "I became a devotee by eating a handful of puffed rice in a plane. I was an air hostess." So see, just that one fistful of Mahaprasadam, Prabhupada's Mahaprasadam. That day Prabhupada showed that mercy. That transformed one lady. She became a devotee. So that is Vaishnava's mercy. So as Vaishnavas, we have to practice mercy and concern not only inside the Vaishnava community, but also in the outside world. It can work out wonders. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yes. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. See, we have to deal as per time, place, and circumstance. See, Lakshmi Devi is a very special devotee. She is the Lord's wife, isn't it? So Jai Vijaya should have actually allowed her. Just like what is Jai Vijaya's concern? That the Lord will get disturbed when he is taking rest, isn't it? But don't you think that being the wife of the Lord, she will also have that concern? Definitely she'll have. Maybe she will have more concern than Jai Vijaya. So with the Lakshmi Devi, they shouldn't have adopted the same strategy that they adopted for an outside. So that was what was the problem. So they should have allowed her actually. Or else they should have asked her to stop and say, "Mataji, 1 minute. Can I go inside and see whether the Lord is okay to receive you?" And they should have gone, asked Lord's permission, and then they should have, if they ask the Lord, "Your wife is waiting," will the Lord say, "No, ask her to come again some other day?" The Lord would never say that. The Lord would have immediately said, "Okay, let her come inside." But they did not do that also. They dealt with her just like they dealt with any other person. That was yeah, because Lakshmi Devi got hurt. Because of that offense, they got hurt by the Kumar. Okay. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. One important rule that we have in our mind, we should always keep in our mind is, at any cost, we should not hurt any living entity. Ahimsa doesn't mean I am a vegetarian. Many times devotees think that I practice ahimsa. Why? Because I am a vegetarian. No, no, no. That is the one form of practicing ahimsa. There is a higher level of practicing ahimsa by not hurting others through our words or deeds. So we have to practice that in the outside world also. Many times we hurt others in the outside world, in the office or in the neighborhood. It is not actually required, but even then we do it. So only when you practice that in the outside world, you will be equipped to practice that in the devotee community. It is little tough, but you have to all the more practice it. Okay. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Gopal.